Race up.
This is a new star of the video. This is Lenny. Say hello, Lenny. He just wants to sit and have a rest. So it's been a while since I've done a video because it's been a year since the last time we did our first regionals, and what a year that was. It was fantastic. This year we're back. We've done 2 rounds. We did the first round at A1 in Grantham, but today I'm going to show you some footage from the second round, which is BMR, so Bigham Model Raceway. A glorious weekend because the track was amazing, the weather was amazing, and the racing was good. As you might, the eagle eyes may know, Tiss Saul popped 2 of these at the weekend. His turnbuckle was on the rear of the 4-wheel drive. Sadly, the second one was in his final, so he only did 1 lap with that bad boy. We've got a little bit of footage of him in his 2-wheel drive, and you know, crazy. We've got an associated shell on an Xray buggy, but I think it looks great, and we managed to get 2 of these shells in slightly different liveries, but at a good price, and I'm all for a good price. So let's click through to the clips of the racing, and you can have a look at how wonderful the racing was over the weekend. So worth noting, up there is Ben Smith in the middle, national super fast driver. What a wonderful day it was. We're looking at sort of highs of 24 degrees both days. This is 2-wheel drive what we're watching now, and this is one of the faster heats. That's Richard Simpson following the car there, but some really quick drivers, and over 86 drivers taking part in the 2-wheel drive, and over 50 in the 4-wheel drive on Sunday. You can see here, this is Tim Terry sporting some disco discs. Beautiful, let the faster guy through there. Here he comes again. Looking fantastic with his wheel speed. So we had a wonderful track both days. You can see, I think this is a really good view actually, the undulations within the track and how well it was utilised. So straight in front of us a tabletop, and the various bumps and jumps taking us round. Big embanked corner on the left hand side to us now. But yeah, it was really good. It's a very grippy Astro, but because it got to the sort of temperatures I was talking about there, you could see on the right hand side here the sand really came up, so it made it a little slippier later on. So I tended to rotate, well I did rotate 2 sets of tyres for the 2-wheel drive, cut staggers on the front, mezzos on the back. This is me and my son Saul enjoying the sun, and there he is. He did brilliantly all weekend. I had a fantastic time with him, and this is us on the starting lineup. You can see me there in the silver Xray, my son there in the orange and purple livery, sporting some disco discs between us, of course. And we've got some disco disc stickers. Sorry for the plug, but you know. And here we go back to that Richard Simpson, Ben Smith heat. And these are, as I mentioned, some of the faster guys. And it's interesting to see their lines they go through the racing. Ben's dad, Big Si, was racing as well, so it was lovely to see him on the track. He did really well, won his final. Ben was a full lap ahead of all the A finalists, so absolutely flying. Again, this is the top end of the track with the embanked corner to our left, and a big long straight. We've got some good footage a bit later on of that straight, and let's say that had its own micro undulations as well. And this is the start of the A final. You can see Aaron Nash as well. He was also really flying, but it was Ben that took all the accolades that day. Really fast. Ben was doing 15 laps.
You're gonna go out.
And my best with two-wheel drive was 12, just to put it all in perspective. Saul matched that as well. But I did qualify one final above Saul in the two-wheel drive. In the four-wheel drive, we qualified in the same final. Unfortunately, he popped a turnbuckle, as I said at the start, so he only did one lap, but it did get him a 10th place, which at least meant it counted for the overall scores. That's Cameron Charity there in the checkered pink, white, black and green. He's one of the fastest Sheffield guys, and you see right at the end of the straight, particularly towards the right, that's where all the Sheffield guys were pitting. There's Cameron taking a tumble, and then the Manor guys were on the other end, and obviously various other people all mixed in between. This is that straight, and you can see it's not a billiard table, it was proper off-road. So we softened down the springs. I went to 2 dots on the rear, and 2 dots on the front with two-wheel drive as well. With 4-wheel drive, 2 dots on the rear and 3 dots on the front. This is also one of the Sheffield fast guys, and following him around the track, looks really good, driving well. Look at that weather. It was nice, it was a breeze as well, so that took the edge off the heat. It really was superb weather. That's how to do it, folks. If you can take it like that, you'll do all right. Yeah, so you can see down that end, RD Models as well was there as the model shop, and pitting around him was the Manor guys. And then behind that was people like Mikolos. He was in attendance, and he's also taking on the Nationals, as is Ben Smith, of course. Some different angles for you. That's straight again. Look at him go, some bouncing going off on the rear end. You can see some of the cars are handling it much better than others. Yeah, it's a bumpy old track, but it's really enjoyable. Second time I've been there, and I really enjoy BMR. And this is Saul in his final. You can see him there in the pink wheels, the disco discs. I only took this much footage because it's a bit stressy watching your son driving in the final, so I had to stop there because I was on straight after this, so I chilled out rather than filming it. We had some trucks as well, so some of the guys were running 2 classes. Look at this truck here, yellow and pink wheels, looks amazing. What a colour combination. And this, I believe, is the 4-wheel drive. Yeah, we switched to 4-wheel drive. Not got much footage of 4-wheel drive, unfortunately, but you can see how much faster they can take the track, and obviously it's a slightly different layout. Some people were clearing that completely, and this is, that second car there is Aaron Nash, who smashed it on 4-wheel drive. Ben Smith was not there, I should say, for 4-wheel drive, but yeah, Aaron showed everybody how it was done. And these are some of the fast boys. This was the Aaron's heat, so the top heat basically. But yeah, all looking pretty sharp. And the 4-wheel drive, mine was just flying all day, and unfortunately had some electrical issues which took out 2 of the heats. Otherwise I think I'd have done a little bit better. But there you go, that's Bingham. That's round 2 of the Mid East Regional. We look forward to round 3, which is at Robin Hood Raceway.
Finished. Finished. Xray Silk.